स्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तः पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। हरि ओम नमस्कार। आपका ये किधर है? इसको वेरी गुड। ओके, प्लीज गो इन वेरी गुड। वंडरफुल। डोंट वरी, डोंट everyone, don't get distracted. Okay. How many Upanishads are there? 108? 10. Only 10. Okay. The word Upanishad, I explained. Upanishad शब्द का अर्थ क्या बताया? ज्ञान, है ना? That knowledge which when you sit near the गुरु के पास बैठकर जो ब्रह्म ज्ञान मिलता है उसको उपनिषद कहते हैं। तो ज्ञान के रूप से उपनिषद कितने हैं? How many Upanishads are there in terms of the knowledge? One Upanishad, because Brahma Vidya, how many Brahma Vidyas are there? One Brahma Vidya is there. So how many Upanishads are there? One Upanishad. How many Vedas are there? One Veda. How many volumes? 4. How many Upanishads? 1. How many volumes? Many. Is it okay? They say that in the Vedas there is 1180 shakhas. So some of them say, shakhas, sections, whatever you want to call them, some of them say that there is an Upanishad in each shakha. So some say there is 1180 Upanishads. Then some say there is 108 Upanishads. How did you get the figure 108? There is a Upanishad called Muktiko Upanishad. It is a dialogue between Hanumanji and Rama. So in the Muktiko Upanishad, there is a number, meaning each Upanishad is named. And in the name, there are 108 names of Upanishads given. So therefore, they are considered completely what? Authentic, that there are 108. Because in the Upanishad itself, there is an Upanishad which only, what does it do? Only enumerates the 108 Upanishads. So these are 108 Upanishads as volumes. And Why do people say 10 Upanishads? Because on these they are called major Upanishad. I don't like this word major at all. It doesn't, because the other, immediately the corollary is what? Minor. Yeah, no major, no minor. Here it is only reason why it is called major. उसको मुख्य उपनिषद 10 कहते हैं. क्यों 10 कहते हैं? क्योंकि इस 10 उपनिषद पर भगवान आदि शंकराचार्य ने क्या लिखा है? भाष्य लिखा है. He has written a bhashya on 10 Upanishads, and that is why they are called major Upanishads. That doesn't mean कि उसमें ज्ञान है वो ज़्यादा अच्छा है दूसरे से. Is that okay? So it is said, read 10 Upanishads and you will get all the knowledge. It is true also. Some people say, no, Ekadasha Upanishad. Ekadasha means what? 11. They also include Shweta Shvatara Upanishad. Tongue twister, doesn't matter. So there is a Shweta Shvatara. That also, there is a commentary available by Shankaracharya. Now there is a dispute whether it Adi Shankara has written or some other Shankara later, because Shankaracharya is a position. No? So Adi Shankara means what? First Shankaracharya. Which one? Adi Shankaracharya. But there are many Shankaracharyas, no? There are 4 Pithas, so each place has a Shankaracharya. So some say that Shweta Shvatara Upanishad, the commentary is written by some Shankaracharya. Shweta. तो इसलिए वो क्या कहते हैं, एकादश वो श्वेता श्वतर को मुख्य उपनिषद नहीं मानते और 10 उपनिषद को ही मुख्य उपनिषद मानते हैं. इज इट ओके? सो वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी व्हाट? विच वन? बृहदारण्यक उपनिषद. नाउ इज इट वन ऑफ द मेजर उपनिषद? यस. व्हाई इज इट अ मेजर उपनिषद? कम ऑन, यू हैव टू टेल मी नाउ. आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन्ड. बिकॉज some of you never answer, open your mouth. I am seeing that. I want all of you to be able to open your mouth. Why is it called major Upanishad? Because Adi Shankaracharya ji ने भाष्य लिखा, इसलिए उसको major Upanishad कहते हैं. Right? So it is, you will be wondering why I keep saying Hindi in between, because there are some people who understand Hindi better. इसलिए मैं बीच बीच में हिंदी बोलते रहती हूँ. Is it okay? But I am not saying anything which is not spoken in English, so don't have to worry. So now, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, like that. It's quite a tongue twister again. But doesn't matter, you are not going to be speaking, I'm going to be speaking on it. So you don't have to worry about it. So if someone asks you, what is the name of the Upanishad? Brihad something Upanishad. Okay, I'll explain that also. You'll be able to say it also. Now, you can understand the position of the Upanishad. We also said Upanishad means what? Vedanta. वेदांत शब्द का अर्थ क्या होता है? ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ अंत भाग में आता है, अंतिम ज्ञान है. Ultimate knowledge of the Vedas is called Vedanta. Okay? Because I know of a person and the name was Vedanti and I was quite happy. I said, that's a lovely name. A lady was there, her name was Vedanti. So I said, you have a lovely name. He's saying, आपको उसका अर्थ पता है? I'm not going to say which organization, spiritual organization she belonged to. It is irrelevant. But I said, no, she is asking me. I said, yes, I'm giving pravachan on Vedanta all the time, so I understand. He says, no, you don't know the meaning. I said, very good, whatever. Okay, you tell me the meaning. He says, Ved ka anta ho gaya. What? We have finished the Vedas. We had beyond the Vedas. I said, Vareva, in the Veda only it is said, Yatra Vedo Avedo Bhavati. And you have reached that supreme stage where Veda has become Aveda for you. Namaskar to you. He says, no. I am beyond Vedas means not that way. We don't need the Vedas. I said, Vareva, kya artha nikala usko? You understand? Vedanta means the ultimate, जो अंतिम सबसे श्रेष्ठतम ज्ञान जो है वेद का उसको, और इसी के लिए, ये ज्ञान के लिए ही पूरा वेद है. You understand? If you see percentage wise the mantras of the Vedas, approximately 60% are कर्मकांडस. 60% क्या कर्मकांड के मंत्र है? Approximately 36% क्या है? 36% उपासना कांड के है और सिर्फ 4%, approximately 4000 are what? Upanishads. mantras. Okay, Jnana Kanda mantras. So you can understand how rare is this knowledge even in the Vedas. And we have already seen Karma Kanda and Upasana Kanda prepares you for Jnana Kanda. Have we seen this? Similarly, what we are also doing is all preparation for gaining knowledge. Okay, and that is why I did not have only in the mantra sadhana japa only. I also had this session of Upanishad. Is it understood by? Yes. This vivek between the means and the goal should be very clearly understood. So what are we doing? We are preparing our mind. So Upasana Kanda is preparing our mind. And with devotion, don't think now, many times people think, Vedanta is against bhakti. Completely not against bhakti. Bhakti is one of the most beautiful ways of preparing your mind. Is that understood? Not only that, if your bhakti is so strong, Bhagavan gives you knowledge. This is said in the Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te. He says, Shabari did not attend Vedanta class. Have you all understood? After Shabari ने कोई वेदांत कुछ प्रवचन नहीं सुने थे, न श्रवण न मनन न कुछ. Bhagavan came to her, and when Bhagavan went away from there, Shabari sat for meditation and realized who taught her? Bhagavan only said Navida Bhakti. Is it true or not? What he said, Atma Nivedanam. She said, okay, I understand what is Atma Nivedam very well. I practiced it all my life. She said, Kshu. And we try like that. Anything, what happens? Aham Brahmasmi. What Brahma? Nothing but Brahma only happens. Is it true or not? You're understanding. So please don't undermine. Many times what happens, we tend to look down on other people's path or what people are doing. Especially Vedanta has, Vedanta. We are Vedanti. So please don't undermine anyone else's path. Everyone is walking the path and it is good for them. It is what? Each one will take the path. See, you will listen to all this, you will learn all this. When you go back, you will realize that, or even as you're doing, this is for me. Or maybe this is better for me. Or this is the only thing for me. Even in your terms of your sadhana. Or you'll say, this is not my cup of tea. Or, see, you cannot give up something without doing it. करके बिना हम कहें ये सब मेरे लिए नहीं है, तो इसका कोई अर्थ ही नहीं होता है कि नहीं? बोलो. Many times we imagine a lot of things. I'm telling you, everyone think meditation. It is what? Because everyone likes, no? Bad hai. You can sit, but inside that must be only agitation many times. You understand? So we don't know. You may think many times in the name of meditation, what are we doing? We are only doing concentration of the mind. Concentration is not meditation. Or we are watching our breath. That is not called meditation. In the name of meditation, so many things are there. Yes? Bolo. This posture, when you sit like that, oh, she's meditating or he's meditating. This is only a posture, this is only sitting. Sitting is not equal to meditation. Are you understanding? बोलो. हाँ ना बोलो. क्योंकि हम लोग इमेजिन करते हैं ये सब कि ऐसे अरे क्या ध्यान में है. Okay? So many times we also feel, let us also do like that. The purpose of meditation is not to make the mind quiet. That is a what? By or the means. Because what we feel when my mind becomes without thought, that is Vedantic meditation is for realizing yourself. Is that understood? Bolo. All this can happen, may happen, need not happen. What happens? But this is all. So what I'm trying to say is, at the end of it, you will understand which is best. So my whole idea is, don't look down on anyone else's sadhana. Is that okay? If you're a spiritual seeker, don't look down on anyone. Okay? In the heart of everyone is that same God which is in your heart. Okay? So therefore, every opportunity you get, do namaskar. Whom are you worshipping? The God in everyone's heart. Whom are you worshipping? The seeker in everyone. Have you understood? So if that all remains with us, humility will remain. Otherwise, what will happen? You know what I did? Mantra sadhana. You know how many hours we were sitting? Okay, everyone, please. So, how many Upanishads? How many volumes? Many, many. We are going to study what? Brihada Aranyaka Upanishad. Now, the Vedas are also divided in mantra, then what? Brahmana, Aranyaka and Upanishad. Like that, 4 parts. Also this way. This Upanishad is in the Yajur Veda. Which Veda? There are how many Vedas? 4 volumes. So, in the Yajur Veda, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad is there. And this is again considered as a special Upanishad because one of the 4 Mahavakyas is in this Upanishad. What are the 4 Mahavakyas? Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma. These 4 are there. From these 4 Mahavakyas, Aham Brahmasmi is in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, and therefore also its special glory. Amongst all the Upanishads that are available, the 108 or 1000, 180, this is the largest in volume. And that is why it is called Brihad. Brihad means what? Big. Even volume wise. सबसे क्या है? बड़ा है. This book that you are seeing is only one part, second part of the 2 volumes. This is not the whole Upanishad. I mean, this is part of it. This has got Bhashya and Tika and everything also. Okay? So you have a volume which is much smaller. Okay? Now, in the Yajur Veda, there are 2 Shanti mantras. Most of Shanti mantras are there in everything, but the ones that are said before the class happens, we always have Bhadran Karne Vishnuyam Devaha Shanno Mitra Shamvarunaha. These are Shanti mantras which we chant before the class because that will be there in that particular Veda. Now, in the Yajur Veda, there are 2 Shanti mantras. 2 very, very famous Shanti mantras. Which are the 2 famous Shanti mantras? Om Sahana Bhavatu. All of you know, right? And the other very, very famous one, which we again chant, Om Purnamada Purnamidam. You see, both of them are of the Yajur Veda. Okay? So, we have said, what do they do, the Guru and the Shishya? Remember, we have made the Guru and the Shishya come together. And we said, okay, today is the auspicious day when we are going to start with the Upanishad. So how do they start? They start by chanting the Shanti Mantra. Why do they chant the Shanti Mantra? Because both of them want to tune up to the higher, the Guru and the Shishya. So we will chant the Shanti Mantra. I will explain to you the meaning. Then we go ahead. Okay, I will say it even though you know it. I will say it, you repeat. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Saha Viryam Karavavahai. Saha Viryam Karavavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Ma Vitvishavahay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti It starts with Om. Why Om? Because Om is the universal name of God. You say, Swamiji, I don't agree. Why? Will the Muslims consider it as the universal name of God? Universal means applies to everyone, right? Only Hindus are saying that. Will the Christians agree? Come on. वो कहेंगे क्या ओम भगवान का नाम है? In the Patanjali Yoga Sutra it is said, Tasya Vachaka Pranavaha. What? The name. Pranava it means Om. Huh? Pranava is another name for Om. It's a beautiful name to be given to your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, whatever be it. So, Om. Om is also a good name. Omkar. Such names are very good names. Automatically बुलाते बुलाते क्या हो जाता है? ओम हो जाता है. So, Om, how do you say it is a universal sound symbol? I think I did tell you when we were explaining. Remember? We said what? You have to open your mouth. Then what happens? Ooh. You have to do some movement and then you have to close your mouth. And when you close your mouth, what happens? You understand? So, Om is the universal name of God. I will send to all of you also, send to one of you and then you all can send it to, you have this WhatsApp group or whatever. That in the Quran also, this is written. What? Om is written. In the beginning of the Quran, there are 3 letters written. Alim, Lif or something they call it, and Mim. The 3 Arabic letters are written over there. Swami Ramatirtha, very, very great saint. Some of you have heard his name? Punjab mein. To him, some mullahs came. In those days, mullahs were not that rigid in their thinking, so they used to have interaction with the Hindus on the scriptures and things like that. It used to happen. Can you imagine the time? So they came to him. He was a very great saint, and he knew everything. He knew Arabic and every language, Urdu and everything. Man is just amazing. So, and then he was explaining to them, are you aware that Om is written in your book? He said, no. He says, these 3 letters that are written, Alif is that Then in Arabic, whenever there is a vowel and a consonant followed, and in between, then you have an U, it is written as La, but pronounced as U. Nasaruddin. You know that all those things, no, that way. So, it is written as La, La, and then Mim means Ma. So, these 3 letters are given where? And the Arabic grammar is like that what? You write La, but you pronounce U. For example, in Spanish, you write J, but you pronounce it as H. Is it true or not? So we will read it as Javier, but they will say Javier. That's a very common Spanish name, isn't it? So we say, if Indians go, they say San Jose, but then the local people say what? San Jose. They write J, but say Ha. Similarly, in Arabic, they write La. When in this particular circumstance, when there is a consonant and a vowel ma in between, then that is there. It is written as what? La, but it is pronounced as U. So what is written over there? U, ma. You please ask any of your Muslim friends, is this so or not? And ask them, uska artha kya hota hai? 99.9% may not know the meaning. And see, the good thing about the Quran is no changes are ever made, even the slightest, in any volume of a Quran. Is it true or not? It is considered as completely blasphemy to do that. If anyone dares to change even one word slightest, then what will happen? You get the point. So therefore, every volume, you buy a volume of Quran, by the way, are you aware? you can never buy a Quran. Are you aware of that? They never sell a Quran because they consider it the holiest of holy. So they will give it to you, you pay whatever you have to pay. Can you imagine? This is the reverence they have. I wish we had 1/10 of that reverence towards our scriptures. So therefore, this is there. Om is there where? And it is said that Amen is also a twist of what? Om. Whether anyone believes or not, it is immaterial. Because even any child who opens their mouth, what will happen? Will come, right? So Om, we all are mantras, everything starts with Om. Om. Sahanav. So now this is a Shanti mantra that is Shishya and Guru. It's a dual this. Dual, because that time one Guru and one Shishya was sitting, so dual. So, may we be avatu. Avatu means protected. May we be protected together. Protected from what? They may be sitting in what? Some jungle or somewhere sitting. Kuch aa jaye to no, may we be protected. Both of us be protected. From anything. Sahanav avatu. Sahanav bhunaktu. So, may we enjoy this knowledge together. नहीं तो गुरु मस्ती में एक और शिष्य सोते रहता है, उसको मजा ही नहीं आती है. It should not happen like that. That may we enjoy this knowledge together. And not only we enjoy the knowledge, may we enjoy the fruits of this knowledge. The action itself and the result of it. है कि नहीं? ये श्रवण का आनंद हम लेंगे और श्रवण के फल का भी आनंद. मे वी एंजॉय दैट. सहनव भुनक्तु. फिर क्या? सह वीर्यम. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाट डिड आई से यस्टरडे आल्सो? सह वीर्यम. मे वी ऑल पुट फॉर्थ एफर्ट्स टुगेदर. नेतर शिष्य इज ट्राइंग हिज बेस्ट. गुरु सेज आई यू वांट टू लर्न यू डोंट. और द गुरु इज ट्राइंग देयर बेस्ट. द शिष्य सेज ट्राई टू मेक मी लर्न. You understand? This is what? Sahaviryam. You also tune your mind to this knowledge. I will also tune my mind. And let's enjoy this knowledge together. Sahaviryam karavavahai. Okay? And very interesting, very nice. Tejasvi adhitam astu. What we have studied, what we are studying, may it be tejasvi. Tejasvi means what? Bright and brilliant. What do you mean by that? जो हमारा ज्ञान है वो तेजस्वी हो. क्यों वो तेजस्वी हो? So that, what is the meaning of तेजस्वी ज्ञान? That means it is available when needed. What? जब ये ज्ञान की ज़रूर होती है तब वो हमारे पास में हो, तब वो ज्ञान तेजस्वी होता है. Otherwise what happens? It was, Guruji describes it very beautifully. Knowledge is in the book. The book is in the library. The librarian has, it is locked in this. The librarian has gone on vacation. Now where is all that? My knowledge is where? On vacation. You get the point? Not like that. It should be. That is the thing. That's when, see, many times now, it is so interesting that we learn all that. We know also everything. कि कर्म होता है तो कर्म फल मिलता है, ये हमारा प्रारब्ध है. But when the bad things happen, we say, what did I do? Yes or no? बोलो. When the good things is saying, मेरा प्रारब्ध अच्छा है. But when the bad things happen, I did not deserve this. Why this to me? अरे बाबा, हमको कहाँ पता है हमने क्या किया, कब किया, कैसे किया? Are you with me? And we all know that the result doesn't come just right there, but it comes any time. But the minute it comes, what do we say? Why everyone is talking against me? Why? Don't we all do that? Yes. मैंने ऐसे क्या किया कि मुझे ऐसे हुआ? Yes. So therefore, what happens to that knowledge just seems to go away at that time. So tejasvi, adhitamastu, जो मैंने जो पढ़ा है, it remains when it's needed, when life situations come to me, or when I'm studying, or when I'm meditating. May this knowledge come to me. Ma vitvishavahay. And this is a very, very important last instruction. What? May we not hate each other. Hare Rama, Guru and Shishya? Yes, it is possible. I will tell you, it used to happen. Sometimes all of you going through whatever you all are going through, I also, when I was a student and all that, and mind is unhappy for some reason. God alone knows what. God alone knows that, I know. Then you are unhappy for some reason, you sit there and karke. Then what happens? And the Guru is saying, Satchidanandoham, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Ananta, and you feel like saying, I am so unhappy, and you are what? Ananta and all that. What Ananta? I don't want this knowledge. What? Easy for you to say Ananta and Ananda and all of that. Don't we all feel, many times we feel, na, ये सन्यासी बैठे उनको क्या काम धंधा है, उनको क्या होता है, उनको कुछ नहीं. We are the suffering, we are grahastis. She doesn't know. अरे रामा, मेरा संसार आपसे 50 गुना है. In the sense what? You get told the problems only from your wife and children or husband and this, na? You can, everyone is happily. You have no idea. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's okay, perfectly fine. But what I'm trying to tell you is that, what happens? We feel anger towards that teacher. Sometimes it's possible. Or, my God, this can happen also. What will happen? गुरु है ना, उसके प्रति क्या होता है? उसके सामने देखता है, मेरे सामने नहीं देखता है. Partial. I am telling you. Always she takes the side of woman. है कि नहीं? I do. That's not fair. That's not what. Or whatever. क्या आपके मन में हो सकता है, क्या मेरे मन में? So may we not hate each other. That's the whole thing. And please pray like that. And the idea of hating is not really hate. And the other very important, may you not have ashraddha, at least during this time. Afterwards go home and do whatever. But that also will not help you anyway. Okay? Mahavid Vishaya. May we not what? Hate each other. Mahavid Vishaya. Because raga dveshas are such, na, they are just waiting. They are in the offing. Something happened. And another thing, if you get too attached to the teacher, that is another. Because raga is there, dvesha will also come. Okay. So, no raga, no dvesha. Only reverence. That's the only thing better. No raga dvesha. Ma vit dvesha bhai. Are you understanding? It's very interesting. And then we say, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Why 3 times Shanti? Because Trivaram Satyam. Anything done 3 times becomes Satyam. Becomes the truth. That's why even your kids also, na, main nahi khaunga, nahi khaunga, nahi khaunga. Don't they say? I am not going, I am not going, I am not going. That was in the court of law also they say, Gita pe haath rakh ke, कहना कि मैं सच कहता हूँ कि मैं सच बोलूँगा, सच ही बोलूँगा और सच के सिवाय और सब कुछ बोलूँगा. नहीं, सच ही बोलूँगा और कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा. Don't we say that, isn't it? There is something like that. I don't know now whether they put Gita or not. Do they still do it in court? अभी भी करते हैं कि पिक्चर में ही दिखाते हैं? I don't know. I haven't testified in court, so I have no idea. Any one of you? Do they do that?
I have my personal experience. Like, एक बार चालान हुआ था तो
But they didn't do that? Arey Rama. In the good old days, they used to do that. So, old movies, you will find this. Okay, I told, huh? So, what does it mean? What? That Trivaram, anything that is there is emphasized 3 times, it becomes Satyam. We think it, emphasis is there. So, that is Shanti. May there be peace. Oh, please, may there be peace. Definitely there should be peace. Now what is the meaning of that? Shanti, 3 times why? Another meaning is that problems come to us from 3 sources. See how, the greatness of the rishis is that they have this fantastic, unbelievable ability to categorize. That scientific mind also, no? Animal kingdom, plant kingdom, then amphibians, this. Don't we hear right from childhood, we've studied all this, na? Categorization. Categorization helps us to understand this world in a better way. So what they did is this, all possible problems or obstacles or, troubles can come from 3 sources. Can you imagine they categorize everything into 3 sources? जो भी जीवन में प्रॉब्लम आ सकते हैं वो 3 इससे आ सकते हैं. वो क्या है? उसको कहते हैं, 1 is आदिदैविक. आदिदैविक means what? From unseen sources over which we have no control at all. For example, floods, earthquakes, storms, tornadoes. Any control? Bolo. Just, if it happens, khatam, that's it. The other is called Adi Bhautik. Bhautik means what? From the surrounding areas. We are all sitting over here happily. All of a sudden, maybe the neighbor starts thinking that let us celebrate someone's wedding or something. And then what will happen? Pep, 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 poo, 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 da, dum, 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 da. Now what happened? We are doing what? Om Shanti Shanti. And what's happening? Now what to do? Will you be able to focus? And supposing they are playing some Hindi movie song which you know. Then I am saying Sahana Bhavatu. And you will be mentally thinking what? I don't remember any, I don't know any song, so I can't even tell you which one. You understand? You are singing. The only one that I think I remember is Mere Sapano ki Rani kab aayegi tu. So you are doing Om Shanti Shanti Sahaviryam, and what happens? Mind is gone somewhere, in some place. You're understanding. So this is called Adi Bhautik. Or you're sitting here and then mosquito come. Patak! What happens then? Whole attention is on. And then Aya Pakada Pak. And we are doing what? Aham Brahmasmi. So this is called what? Adi Bhautika, from this. Or when you are sitting for japa or whatever also, and the neighbor is sleeping. Nice snoring is coming. Then what happens? What happens? Start feeling, arey, from where? So this is called what? Adi Bhautika, from the neighboring, surrounding. And the third, of course, is what? Adhyatmika. Adhyatmika means what? Huh? From our body and mind. See, actually the other two are not really that disturbing, actually speaking. They don't happen, like you don't have storms and all that all the time. Neither is this outside thing really a problem. It's just a matter of actually, according to me, the surrounding is not a problem. The absolute main problem is what? Our own body and mind. Our own body and mind. Body, why? You are sitting all of a sudden and then what happens? Pain in the stomach or something. And then what happens? You just wait for the lecture to get over. Something, isn't it true? Or the mind. I tell you, this mind. Arey Baba. What will come when in the mind? Na? We are talking all this wonderful knowledge and all of a sudden. You know, once I go from here, na, I am going to. So what has happened? And the worst is Ashraddha. My God. I told you, no? I don't know what she's talking. I don't think she knows. I don't know. Maybe फंस गया बेरे. नहीं आना था. The mind, na? I'm telling you, Ashraddha comes, you can't listen after that, you just can't. Even a doubt comes into your mind, na? I don't know, maybe, some samshaya. You can't listen anymore. Is it true or not? Bolo. Mind is terrible. It will not allow us to have this at all. You all know you are dealing with your mind in every japa session. Is it true or not? Directly, you are not dealing with the world and all that. Anyone else cannot cause any disturbance, so don't even think that. You'll say, no, that person is moving and all. Nothing, you are moving more than them. You understand? Everyone thinks only that the other person is disturbing. We don't know how much we also disturb the other person. So therefore, this mind and body. So that is why I am putting so much emphasis for all of you to keep your body. That's why we have yoga and all that. You understand why? Please do it. I don't know how many of you are not coming for the yoga session. All of you, please do it. Nahi, I can't. Are you can do at least pranayama. Yes or no? No, I get one extra half an hour sleep. Are Rama, please come and do some. Okay. बोलो. I know कोई लोग नहीं आते हैं. Yes. Please, will you all come? कोई हाँ नहीं एकदम ठीक से बोलता है. Swamiji, everything you should not force. Some things you should leave it to our choice. हम जब तो करते ना बहुत हो गया. योग भी करना है. आपके लेक्चर में भी आना पड़ेगा. अरे I'm only saying for your own good, because the body is very important. Okay, if this body is not fine, nothing is going to work. So therefore, keep the body fit, so that minimum pains and aches and all of that, and just overall you feel good also, everything. So mind also we have to learn. Ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, how to say the Shanti? Most of us, we don't know how to say the Shanti properly. If you see Shanti, there is 2 dots, Visarga, behind each Shanti. So, how we are supposed to chant the Shanti, I will explain. You're supposed to actually, when the 2 Visarga is there and then the Sha is there after that, it becomes Shantish. How does it become? Shantish. It becomes another Sha. Sha with that. The last, there is nothing behind it, so it will remain Shantihi. So this is how it goes. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Are you hearing the difference? Now I'll show you what normally people do. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. You understand the difference now? Om Shantish Shantish Shantihi. Okay? Right? Now let's say this one together. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Very good. The second Shanti mantra is Purnamada. Now what is the meaning of Purnamada, Purnamidam? And you understand Vedanta more, you will understand the meaning of this more, but I will give you a simple meaning. Adaha, this. Purnam is full and complete. Purnamada means Purnam Adaha. This is full and complete. No, sorry, that is Purnam Idam. This is complete. Purnam Adaha, that is complete. That is also complete. This is also complete. Complete means what? Which has no limitations. Means what? Which is infinite. Purna means that which is infinite. जो पूर्ण यानी जो अनंत है, जिसमें कोई प्रकार की कमी नहीं है, अनंत है, उसी को पूर्ण कहते हैं. Okay? There is no limitations, nothing lacking. Purna. हम कहते हैं ना, glass is full. Now you can't put anything more. Then it's called what? Full. Nothing more can fit in. Similarly, Purna means Ananta, infinite. So that Paramatma is infinite. This world also is infinite. Hey? Purnat Purnam Udachyate. From that infinite, this infinite world has come. That infinite Paramatma, from that infinite Paramatma, this infinite world has come. What is the limit of this world? Where does space end? Where do the galaxies end? You don't know. Infinite. This world is infinite, that is also infinite. From that infinite, this one has come. Okay, when this has come from that, then what will happen? That will become 0, because 5 is there. This is 5 and this is 5. From 5 you remove 5. What will happen? What will remain there? What will remain? 0. 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Infinity minus infinity is equal to Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya. Simple meaning I am giving. It's much more technical and all that, but I am not going into any of that. What? Purnasyam Purna Adaya. When that is taken, what remains? Purnam eva avashishyate. What remains? Only Purna remains. It does not become less even a little. Or how is it possible? At least little should happen, na? Why? Because Purna, infinity, is not a number, an amount, a quantifiable thing. Is that okay? There is nothing called infinity plus 1. Okay? Because everything is included in infinity. Is it okay? Okay, infinity plus 1 is not possible, but infinity minus 1 is possible or not? See, infinity plus 1 is not possible because that plus 1 is included in infinity. But infinity minus 1 is possible or not possible? Huh? Come on, simple question, not difficult. Of course it is possible, infinity minus. Then why they are saying like that? Because that is when the Vedanta starts saying, we have to take the example of the rope and the snake. What? The rope is full. The snake scene is also from this end of the rope to this end. Now you are seeing what? Snake. So what will happen from that snake rope only? The so-called snake has come. Isn't it true? We are seeing it. Where are we seeing it? From where did it come? In that same this. And then if you take out that full snake, what will remain? Full rope will remain or half rope will remain? Maybe in the part of the rope only there is a snake. No, in the full rope. What is there? You take out that. When that vision is gone completely, what vision? Snake vision is gone. You see the full rope as it is. Is that okay? Means what? Hai, ye pura jagat kya hai? It is only a superimposition, an illusion, a delusion on the truth. Hare Rama, what is this? Don't worry, this whole thing is being explained in the Upanishad. Is that okay? How? Whole Upanishad will tell you about. Okay? That's why I told you some deep meaning is there. So we will simply say, infinity, this is easy to explain. So when you are, so what happens when we chant Purnamada? Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva. Isn't it? Ke khatam ho gaya class. Chalo, breakfast. This is what happens. So everyone really likes this Purnamada very much. Isn't it? Like how, that you are waiting for what? That japa time. So people must be even looking either at Raghuji or Sharanyaji. Ki Raghuji, uska. Or some of you must be turning around to see the watch also. Hare, आधा घंटा ही हो गया, Hare Rama. आधा घंटा बाकी है Rama. Then when the Purnamada Shanti comes, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So that Shanti we love very much actually causes Shanti inside our heart. Is it true or not? Shanti, Shanti. So next time when you do these, what is it called? Shanti mantras. Can we do it with meaning? That's the reason why we are saying it all, right? Okay. So now it's time. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम।